guys?
Yo.
What up, nation?
Welcome to the next episode of
What
the
up,
number one
gamers?
podcast in the entire world.
Wait, what episode are we on?
This is episode number three.
And
Of
we managed
Basement
to last that
Therapy.
long.
This is an important episode. Let me tell you why. Because there's this thing that goes around, the saying that you only know what you're doing after you get 100. This is our 100th, basically. Like we've got it going at this point.
Are you guys holding the pillows again? Yep.
We've got it. We're locked in at this point, even though we're only 3 in, because everything behind the scenes is just chaos. We're losing funding again.
Yeah, we lost production again.
It is the bare minimum effort, but we have microphones. We have showed up.
And I'm aware that this dumbass in the middle, aka Shameless Ishmael, was holding the microphone the wrong fucking way the entirety of the previous 2 podcasts.
Right.
Next time
Now-
you gotta hold the mic for me.
You
So
gonna shove that thing deeper in your mouth? Why is it so fucking? Dude,
okay, so now that we've sorted his mic issue, we're basically perfect.
yeah,
This is
we
the
should
perfect
be.
podcast.
Hopefully, this should be the perfect podcast.
This is also, can I just say, we've been looking at the numbers, right? A couple of my homies hit me up. They're like, "Yo, I listened to the podcast. It was not bad.
Really?
It was pretty funny." Yeah.
Who?
All right.
Spotify,
Who? Where do they live?
you don't know them.
Oh, we just
Damn.
assume
They
we
go
don't
to,
know
they go to
anyone.
a
they go to a
school,
different
apparently.
school. They do.
Different school.
Outside the U.S.
Because everyone who went to our school,
Are between you two.
me and Iman. Okay.
I've not heard from those people.
No,
So-
me neither. But also, fuck those people. No, I'm just playing.
No, please come watch.
No, please, you're very much invited.
You can mute it.
Not to
Just,
the podcast,
just
but-
give us views. Thank you.
Exactly.
But I was looking at the numbers. Did you know that we are the number 1 podcast in the world that's hosted by an Irani person,
I'm
and
aware.
that has 2 Hispanic guests?
I'm aware.
Yes.
That is on purpose, actually. And once again, I'm drinking because I can barely stand these 2 guys.
He's an alcoholic.
That must have sounded
He's-
amazing for you guys.
So can we talk about how you're embracing the Corona stereotype now?
Oh yeah. So I really hated like regular beer, especially Corona. Corona's actually my most hated beer
Mm.
before.
What,
real
White Claws?
Beer,
I'm
real
talking
beer,
about
actual
real
beer.
No,
Actual
this
beer.
is beer. White Claw's beer.
For
Can
15-year-old
y'all believe
girls.
this? Can y'all believe this, man?
It's 5%.
Anyways,
alcohol.
I couldn't drink it, and then one day, this is actually a funny story. So I can even throw this on the title: accidentally smoking weed. But so,
What?
one time at my
I
old
think I remember
job
this.
at a hotel company, I met this friend, and he was like, "Hey man, do you want to go to the gas station on our lunch and just chug a beer, like a tall can
Wait, was this at work?
during at lunch at work?"
Okay.
And I was like, I was so lonely at that time. I was so lonely. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go. So then we go to the gas station across the street. We're both in his car. And I bought a hard Mike, or a Mike's Hard Lemonade thing. And he bought a Modelo with chili in it. And I was like, huh, okay. And I also was a little insecure about getting Mike's. They're like 1 level up above White Claws in
Mhm.
terms of bitch drinks.
Who
Yeah.
said that?
And-
Where are you finding these statistics?
That is an actual fact.
No.
the
That is a
men's
fact.
society,
Yeah, that's a
Why
fact.
ain't I in that
the
group?
LDS Church.
But yeah, so I buy the tall can, we just chug it. Next, I'm feeling woozy at work. All of a sudden, when these customers yell at me, I don't give a fuck. The next day, he texts me, "Hey bro, bring your hydro flask." And I was like, "Shit, let's go." So this time we buy 2 tall cans. We chug one at lunch, and then we fill up the other hydro flask. And he told me, "Hey, try out the Modelo with chili in it." And I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Hey man, I don't really like those beers. Like, fuck it, just try it. You'll like it." And I tried it, and it was tolerable. And then we kept doing it, so my tongue got evolved with it. And then
Evolved.
we were at work drunk. I never went to that job sober, like at least over a month, because I was there for like 5-6 months. 5 of those I was drunk.
Wait,
And that was
during
not
that job?
healthy, but I was not in a healthy mental place.
Did you get fired because of that? Or
They never
did you-
fucking knew. The managers were never at work.
They don't care. Yeah.
Oh,
They
they
don't
don't
care.
care.
No.
Okay.
I fucking
This is the kind of job we have to
And then-
drink to be productive.
eventually he had this, what's it called? A puff bar? I don't know.
Like a
Something
jewel?
the potheads- a vape thing. I
A
thought it
vape
was a normal
jewel?
vape, no Nick, or I thought it was like a Nick vape. He's like, "Hey man, take a hit." So I'm like, "Okay."
Take it of the puff bar.
And I take it easy. And fat
Easy.
cloud, I'm ripping fat clouds. I'm signed up for
Going nose.
competitions. And then I was like, "Hey, that tastes kind of funky." And he's like, "You don't feel it?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Dude, you should probably be high as fuck right now." He said, "One puff like that would fuck me up for the rest of the day." I was like, "I don't feel anything." And yeah, I guess I thought it was like a Nick vape, but it ended up being the devil's lettuce.
It
And
would be
I
cannabis.
never felt it, surprisingly. So I guess I accidentally consumed weed and never did anything.
I've had a similar experience where I didn't just puff it. You know, I was French inhaling that bad boy. You know, I was into those vape lord kind of things. You know,
Vape god.
It was that no nicotine though. You know, nicotine's bad, but
Yeah, don't
I
smoke.
did it on like not knowing what it was, and I was told the same thing. Like, you didn't feel it. I feel like people are just making it up at this point, but you know,
Yeah, I'm convinced people make up how high they get.
I don't feel like they actually.
Get
Feel
that
it.
high. Yeah.
They just say they do. But that's our opinion.
Yeah, on to today's topic after my long story.
And the note there for the after hours story that happened during the normal podcast is that don't smoke just to become an alcoholic. That's a much better alternative.
I would get more into that story, but you'll have to tune in into after hours.
Drinking is legal.
Where we won't talk about it. But anyways, so it's been going well. They've already started drinking. I think they need the drinks even in the normal
At this point,
show because today's topic, you need to take the edge off. We're talking about TikTok. We're talking about the evolution of short form content on the internet. We're talking about the beginning of Vine, the downfall of Vine, and like that era of like viral YouTube content.
some more.
The-
I'm gonna give him a sip. Yeah, baby.
I hope it picks it up
I'm
this
pretty
time.
sure 90% of the audience just clicked off this.
Just skip.
Like a fresh claw.
And we're talking now, I don't want to say this lightly because you know this is an awful disease and everything, right? But cancer YouTube, like I'm talking like viral YouTube, like, you know, abuse homeless people for views YouTube, like prank nation YouTube, and then the emergence of TikTok and how that kind of died off on YouTube. But first, let's talk about Vine because all three of us were big Vine fans back in the day.
Okay, so I
Were
would say,
we?
wait, no. With Vine, it was to an extent. I never actually had the app, but I would watch Vine compilations on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
So
Absolutely.
I never was one to actually use Vine.
I had Vine.
Same.
You had
It was
Vine? Both of
purely
you had Vine.
No, I purely only watched YouTube videos. But I had favorite Viners.
No, I watched Vine. Like I would go on it every day
Wait, you had
for a
that
couple
Vine.
like hours a day. I would go on Vine.
What my TikTok was his Vine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like we'll get there. But like Eric is on the TikTok.
Yeah, you can check me out at cloud underscore overwatch or OW at
But-
TikTok.
But I want to start by like giving our thoughts on Vine. Like, regardless of TikTok and what we know now, like go back into what you were thinking back then. Like, what was your first thought when like Vine started exploding and people were making like these 7-second videos?
Dude,
And
yeah, I mean, I'll go first on that, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Like as soon as I saw it, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Mm.
I was annoyed by it. I was like, 7 seconds.
Mm.
You really think you can like? Because YouTube was the move. That was it. 2013, it was all YouTube.
Mhm.
And then here comes this app, and then I'm like stupid. I'm like, okay, it was really something that was the only subject that ever worked was comedy.
Mhm.
Nothing else worked on that app because you just didn't have time to explain anything.
Mhm.
You could only do really short, quick things, and I think that was the beginning of our like Gen Z starting to have that short attention span. The okay, what's next? What's next?
It very much appeals to it.
That's what started it, I feel. And then eventually I was like, oh man, this all looks so stupid. And then I see a recommendation of a compilation on YouTube. And then I hear and I heard kids at school talking about it.
I don't know about that Juan guy on Vine.
Yeah, I remember that Juan guy.
Yeah, that was,
gotta remember the one scoop King Bat's spoon, the big spoon. But yeah, and then that's what started like other cultural like phenomenons, like fucking the white vans. What was it? That dumbass white
Damn
vans.
Daniel.
Yeah, damn Daniel, and every kid just named Daniel just had it for that whole fucking 3 months.
The Yeet.
The yeet that came from
Legendary.
Vine. Legendary.
I
There's so
personally
much.
liked the dancing water speakers where they had like
Is that what encouraged you to buy yours?
I honestly that's the only reason why I always wanted it back in like 2013.
That is such a Mexican answer.
Like I always wanted one like at that point, but I never went to it until
One
like
time he got really
the
sick.
base system, man.
no.
One time he got really sick and he got one wish from Make a Wish. They came up to him and he wanted a dancing water fucking fountain for speakers.
Hey, it is appealing though, seeing the water bound.
It reminds me of some quinceañera bullshit.
Well, let me say, so the era of YouTube before that, at least the way I remember it, it was long form content, right? It was there was like a healthy mix of commentary was starting to blow up. There were a lot of skit channels back then, but like there was like a heavy Minecraft presence. That was like the OG Minecraft presence, and then like last couple years we had like the revival of Minecraft YouTube. But there was like a pretty healthy mix on YouTube, and there was a lot of long form content, even though back then it wasn't incentivized like it is now, but like we'll get to that. But like Vine was just so good because even though like most of the humor was like you look at it now and you're like, why is this funny? Like this is like just so stereotypical and like racist and like uncreative. But it's like 7 seconds, right? It's like how creative can you be in 7 seconds? And
Yeah, it was a real test.
and I think it
some
got
people did a good
better.
job.
I think
Yeah.
it got better over
Yeah,
the,
a lot of
the
people
lifetime.
when they moved over to TikTok, they really got that shit down.
But here's the thing. So, I enjoyed Vine. Most of it was comedy. There was some music stuff on there too. There was that one guy that was really famous for like playing the piano and the harp. That guy was dope.
What are those? Dude, I
Yeah.
always had little fucking kids come up to me and say, "What are those?" And I was like, "Khakis." Like,
Khakis.
I'm wearing khakis because it was our uniform. I was like, "What the fuck?"
But here's my overall argument here. The thing that I'm bringing into this to make it interesting is that I think Vine is better than TikTok, and I think it's better because it requires more effort. And-
On a comedic standpoint, I would say yes. Like I do see like a lot of like TikTok, but
Mhm.
the creativity has gone down from what they did in Vines within that short period of like seconds that they have to actually make the video.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all down. I mean, it's so many unuseful like I'm pretty sure you guys already seen it, but the life hack especially those things piss me
Oh,
off.
Top 10 life hacks that'll make your look bigger.
so like let's get to it, right? So let's talk. So Vine dies out, Twitter sucks, and then everyone moves over to YouTube, and then YouTube, it's like this explosion of like very short vlogs, right? People like David Dobrik, Logan Paul, viral content. So like doing anything that can make you viral. So like videos of people on the street. You have
Wait,
Uh,
you're not referring to the YouTube Shorts, right?
no, not yet. Those
Okay.
weren't even close. But I mean, like it was back then. It was like whoever could get on the main page was going to make it big, right? And then you had like the prank channels. You had like FouseyTube. You had Prank Invasion, and that stuff kind of exploded, and it was horrible. Like I remember watching like Fusi2 videos at the time, and I was like what 15 or something. And I was like, oh yeah, this is like sick, like this is great. And like the commentary stuff, it depends on how you feel about commentary videos because that stuff is still kind of around these days. But because comedy was more open minded back then, there were people that were just kind of taking advantage and exploding. Like, that was like the prime of people like H3 and tail end like Filthy Frank and iDubbbz started doing like content cop back then. And like that transition onto YouTube was just like it was good or bad. It depends on how you feel about it, but it was like an explosion of content, right? Like there was always something good to watch.
Dude, 2016 was the best year for content. Nothing will ever reach 2016 in terms of music. Like, bro, you can say whatever the fuck you want and you got ads, bro. You made money off that shit. And then the shit just went downhill.
What happened in 2016?
But like I'm saying, like it was the combination. Like there was prank YouTube, there was commentary, there were like vloggers back then. Like everything, anyone was making YouTube videos because there were no alternatives, and like you had, if you liked whatever, there was content for that back then at that time.
Yeah, no, I spent hours on YouTube back in the day. At this point, like everything just looks scripted, to be honest.
What were you
for
watching?
the record on the camera, bro, if I look really stupid, I'm 2 beers in and I'm feeling it. So if you're wondering if this guy looks like he's like just brain dead, half of that's true. And I mean, hey, if you're on Spotify, you got to go over to YouTube. Check it out. You got to see how stupid I was, man. And while you're at it, drop a subscribe, a like, and leave a comment.
What were you guys watching back then?
Filthy Frank.
Okay,
I love Filthy Frank.
he's a huge Filthy Frank fan. If you can't tell by the Ponsu videos.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know about Filthy Frank until like maybe last year until he put it out. All I saw was like a pink dude.
I was telling him we should do a Deadly Twister.
Yeah, I saw like a pink dude just going viral, but I didn't know who he was until last year.
So like, what were you watching then back then on YouTube?
It's a lot of
you remember?
Call of Duty.
A lot of soccer.
Just still Call of Duty. He still watches Call of Duty.
No, it was like mainly like a lot of competitive stuff on Call of Duty or a lot of trolling kind of stuff on Call of Duty as well.
Dude, I remember I used to watch this Squeaker Squad for Call of Duty.
Squeaker
Squad.
Okay.
So with this guy who like squeak his voice, make him sound, sound like a little
Those
kid.
gaming videos were huge. Like that was like Vanos, right? That's his name, Vanos Gaming. Like that was huge back then. Like that's when he exploded into like 20 million subscribers or something. So like that stuff was big too. I remember that was like the last couple years that I watched the gaming stuff. Like I watch zero gaming stuff now. But like back then everyone was doing like GTA videos and they were all hilarious. Even like UK YouTube was blowing up. Like the Sidemen started doing the gaming videos back then and they were hilarious.
Ali A. Everyone forgot about him.
Yeah, I mean, like,
didn't he turn into like some Fortnite nuthead?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I don't know if you guys saw this. Do you know Ariana Grande is gonna have a Fortnite event?
Yeah.
Like Travis?
Yeah.
Fortnite?
Like, bro, what the fuck is this game turning
it's
into? What is this
Epic
game?
Games, they're so good.
No, honestly, like
they're so good.
I thought it'd be bad until I actually saw the clip of.
They're
like,
so
clip.
genius.
Like the Travis Scott stuff was cool.
Imagine if other games implemented that.
Their connections and everything.
I think it's a cool connection, but at the same time, everyone's like, "What the fuck is happening to this game?" I feel bad for the people who like this game in season 1 and 2 because
it's totally different.
It's totally different.
It's a cash cow.
Everyone's like, "What the fuck is this? We are milking this for money."
It's
man.
COD basically.
It's the new COD, but like successful because it's like you can actually get brands and stuff in it, and like holy shit, it's just turning into like
it's a massive cash cow.
Yeah, it's a massive cash cow, and that's all it is. You can tell all the corporate sees is money. We just want your money, and it's working. These kids are falling for it.
But like, if you don't play Fortnite, it's great because like Epic is like they just give everyone stuff now for free, and it's awesome. If you're if you
don't play it, they just give you free shit on.
No, like when it comes to like gaming, like how they brought up Fortnite for free, I think that's where most of the revenue came from. To be honest, just for having the game for free, because a lot of these games are just like charging 60.
Yeah, exposure.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be really fucked up for after hours, dude.
I'm with you.
Good.
I'm on my second club.
I'm gonna get fucked up.
But anyways, so this was good YouTube. This was my favorite YouTube. Like Eric, I love this YouTube. You could just watch anything. Like nowadays, when I watch YouTube, it feels so dry of content. Like gaming stuff is kind of slowed down. Commentary has largely died out because of what you can and you can't say anymore. And that just depends on how you view commentary videos. Like even as someone who used to watch a lot of commentary videos back then, I now acknowledge how like low effort it is to like make those videos. And like obviously the street videos are just like cancerous and they probably shouldn't come back. But
I'm honestly seeing a lot of like homeless ones, like a lot of people just like trying to change like a homeless man's life.
okay, yeah.
That
So
that is I would say awful. Most of the ones that I've clicked on, a lot of gold digger ones or trying to be pranks or something like that. Most of them feel scripted from the ones that were back in the day, to be honest.
right,
I feel like the stuff popping off now is just having a lot of money and spending it somewhere.
yeah.
We spent $500,000 on
Ab-
Pokemon cards.
yeah.
We spent 1 hour in this box or whatever, or 1 day I should say, and that's the whole Mr. Beast shit. Starting that, and can we talk about how much of a shit state YouTube's in with people like Dream and fucking what's his face, the
I talk like
this. Yeah, that corpse
Corpse
guy.
husband guy.
I doubt anyone in our audience listens to them, so I won't drag on it. But man, it's getting bad.
Okay, so this is like the segue that I wanted to use because I felt like we would get here. Because all of the YouTube stuff has happened, and then people tried to like do the prank stuff and everything, and people are like, "This is obviously scripted. This is garbage." Like people don't fall for that stuff twice, right? And there was like the revival of Minecraft YouTube for a while when PewDiePie started doing the series and everything. But TikTok, well, Musically at the time came around, and at the time it was very low effort, like original Musically, because it was do you guys know like what is her name, like Bella Thorne? Is it Thorne?
The fucking
the one who
bitch
just
from
does like
TikTok?
the lip sync and
I don't know
facial
her last
reactions.
name. Yeah, it's crazy how
Porch, Bella
yeah,
Porch.
Bella Porch, how she just it really literally just started with lip syncing.
Lip syncing and
And
like
now
just
she's just
facial
famous.
reactions.
Actually famous now.
So that's part of my thing, is that like that core of Musically, that low effort core of Musically is still around, and I think like that's one of the reasons why Vine is better. But like getting to TikTok itself now, there's like a lot of cool content on TikTok just because of the way that you can mash things up. And it's kind of, that's like where viral content is now, right? So like there is content like Ish was talking about, like that, the like public reactions and stuff. A lot of that stuff now is on TikTok because it just makes sense. You get more exposure there. It's short form, but you're not forced into 7 seconds. And then like the YouTube, because of like Mr. Beast and the way that he made like long form content interesting by like raising the stakes really high, that's kind of what like YouTube is stuck in now, right? But TikTok itself, as someone who watches TikTok on a daily basis, and like I'm someone who just watches Instagram TikTok, like the stuff that makes it out, right? But it's
I'm on that Facebook, TikTok on that stuff.
These dude actually watches fucking Facebook.
he sends
memes.
us Facebook links.
Yeah, so you would never catch me on TikTok. I would be on Vine if it
You
was
know,
back
there's
in the
memes
day.
about people like him, the kind of people that are like,
Yeah.
I'm never using TikTok.
Yeah.
It's for 12-year-olds. And then they slowly turn into like, oh shit, yeah, this stuff's good. And it is good. You just have to set the algorithm right.
I love
You need to have it good.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I really enjoy it.
Then I get annoying ass fucking memes from this dude from TikToks that came out like 5 months ago.
yeah.
What do you mean 5 months ago?
They're the new boomers. This dude, people like him.
So people who don't use TikTok for what it's supposed to be used for, which is like making like music covers and reactions and stuff, are the ones who kind of revive that original Vine feel where it's like They're making like this creative short form content. They're
Exactly.
doing like funny edits.
That, or you just get low quality videos, the best form of content.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you go on my TikTok, you're not gonna see anyone dancing. You're not gonna see anyone lip syncing. Like, it sets an algorithm for you, but this stubborn motherfucker just refuses to download this
So
app.
you're making an argument for
And then I
downloading
get
the app.
stuck looking at his old ass memes.
They're not that old.
You're literally the guy grabbing memes on Facebook, dude.
He sends.
Yo,
You know what he sends us?
literally the
You know,
Facebook guy.
no, you know what he sends us? You know, there's like entire web pages dedicated to like they're called like retard memes or okay buddy retard
Boy.
memes, where they just make fun of the people who still use the like top caption, bottom caption memes. That's what Ish sends us. He sends us those Facebook like
Yeah, they got the
bottom
meme.
caption.
They have the meme font.
Yeah.
on it.
Like the thick bold font. Like that's the stuff that he still sends us. Like unironically. But the only reason why I don't download TikTok is because I'm tired of having like 50 different like apps that I need to have to watch content on. Because even now when I open Instagram, other than maybe like things that are only bound to Instagram, so like, you know, like pictures or like pop culture, hip hop, like memes, like sports memes, stuff like that. All of like the actually funny things are all from TikTok.
I ain't even gonna lie.
I was gonna say I almost stopped using Instagram just because there's meme pages and their memes are either really bad or they're sexualized now.
Mm.
It's all just like softcore porn and
Like ads
and they
and
just
stuff.
get paid for it. You get
Yeah.
none of that on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
There's no
that's
ads
the
on
reason.
TikTok either.
Mm-hmm.
And Instagram is just, and then I also have to deal with some random people stuff on my feed, like people I know and stuff like that, which I don't mind, but it doesn't mix well because sometimes you're in public and you just want to check out Instagram and then some girl's just clapping her cheeks in the fucking in the video and you're like, oh great, here we fucking go.
So, yeah,
Or you're going through Instagram and your girl's next to you and you're scrolling down and then there's a girl in her bikini and you quick scroll.
My
Keep going.
Instagram explore page is just e-girls.
Yep.
I stopped using Instagram mainly because of that. I used Instagram like back in the day, like in high school.
Mm.
Starting off high school, like I was like Instagram strong. I wanted to
fire
post
back
everything, hashtag everything, and then all you see is just females just promoting their OnlyFans, and
That's what it is now,
honestly,
isn't
like
it?
Real Oh,
Oh.
actually, that's our alarm here. We're actually going to go on a quick break.
Sponsor
Again, awkward cut for you, fine for us. Christ, give us a break, you assholes. Anyways, this episode is sponsored by... All right, and that was our sponsor of the week. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
But we've been paid a few $100 for that. I hope you guys like the product.
All right, so going back to what I was saying about Instagram, like my feed is just females,
Mm-hmm.
mostly naked,
Mm-hmm.
just on there. I mean, I was on Instagram mainly for like, I mean, in the high school days, you know, I had those soccer videos. I had a lot of memes, scrolling, just a lot of that kind of stuff, and I wouldn't mind scrolling through that in public.
Mm-hmm.
But like now, like if I'm ever out in the open and I just want to maybe scroll through my feed if I have nothing to do, just alone, I'm here scrolling and then I see just a lot of exposure here to a lot of females, which, you know, as a guy, I wouldn't mind. But, you know, it gets to a point where like, oh my God, every girl's just like trying to promote their OnlyFans.
And
or
they're
trying to get
all-
a promotion.
They're all younger than me. Like almost all of them are like 18-year-olds.
Yeah, but you got to
And
think
it's
about it. It's just like
creepy.
a lot of older men.
Oh Lord.
What?
He's
Oh,
right.
They all
He's
want to go for like an
absolutely right.
underage.
He's about to drop a
girl.
truth bomb.
And like the amount of money they make just by not even showing themselves naked is just out of there. So I mean, either way, it's a win for them. They're getting all this money and they don't even need to expose themselves.
Dude, what's actually sad is fucking the amount of people that hate women doing all this.
Oh, never mind.
And they...
You're not good, bro. You're bugging.
What are you...
I need
Me?
more
He was
fries.
gonna turn your mic on. He thought it was off.
Oh, yeah. And, okay, fuck. Okay.
You're talking about like incels, like people who complain about that.
Yeah. People who fucking shit on these women are the same guy. If you're watching YouTube, you'll see how clever I was right there.
So clever.
Oh fuck God, I'm too fucked up already.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, these incels who just shit on women are the same kind that keep fucking buying their content. It's
Or
the
giving them
same
views.
Exactly. They will just go on their shit talk, and help their algorithm. So they just show up even more and more and more, and I'm fucking sick of it personally. But it's the same guys that shit on these girls that when no one's looking, buy like 6 of their OnlyFans.
It's the same guys who are always like nice guys finish last. Like nice girls never give attention to the nice guys. It's those. It's the same
Sims?
neck beards. Yeah,
I haven't grown mine out yet though.
because here's the thing, it is so smart for girls to be doing this, regardless of like what you think is like socially correct. For them to, and doesn't mean just like nudes straight up, right? But capitalizing on some form of personal paid content. Like if we had the opportunity, easy,
Absolutely, I'd be the biggest internet whore.
no question.
I'd make Belle Delphine look like a fucking innocent child compared to what the fuck
Like-
I do.
Serious. Well, I don't know if I'd go to that extent,
Yeah,
but
no,
like
the extent I would go through for that money, you don't even want to question me.
he needs more RGB, bro. Something's got to pay for the RGB.
Yeah, honestly, he'd probably just get more RGB.
No.
You know what's really sad, actually? There's this girl that I've been following for like a really long time on Instagram. I just thought she was cool. Like the post that she put up was like funny and unique.
Do you know her IRL?
No,
Okay.
I do not.
Can you share her
She
username?
was. I don't remember. Oh no, it's aesthetically Hannah, I think.
Alright.
Bro,
So
you just DDoxed her, bro. What the fuck? You know all our fans are gonna go
straight
over.
up go go over to her page
Yo, man,
right
all
now.
2 of our fans are gonna go fucking DDox her, bro.
Go
Come on.
check out her OnlyFans because this is what I'm getting to. Like, she, and this has happened a lot. Like I've heard of this a lot on like on the internet, on like viral news pages and stuff, where like the minute that they turn 18, and it's not just them uploading OnlyFans content right as they turn 18, but the problem is that like they upload a lot right as they turn 18. And what that means is that there has to be a decent amount of it that was made when they weren't 18, and it was just saved until they turned 18.
Yeah, it's probably all footage from when they were underage, and then they posted it. When
And then they
were
post it
of
when
age,
they're 18.
which is trippy.
And then this girl, I don't know how many she has, but I'm assuming like immediately she had a ton, right? Because she had a big Instagram following and like she was funny and everything. But that's kind of like what Instagram is now. Like you have these like older dried up memes. You have like maybe, you know, if you're like if you follow sports or whatever, like you use Instagram for what it's originally used for, like actual pictures. And then TikToks and e-girls, basically. It's like the main base for e-girls. Like that's where their personal page is, and then they branch out. But as someone who uses TikTok every day, what is it like? Because you didn't have the Vine app. I thought you would have had the
No.
Vine app.
No, I just watched compilations on YouTube.
How many hours out of your day do you actually go through, like skimming through your
On
TikToks?
TikTok?
Yeah.
Mm.
I could probably check, but I'd say a decent amount.
Let's see your.
I would say at least like probably 3 hours a day.
Do you enjoy the content?
Yeah,
every bit of it.
It's not. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty fucking addicting. There's not a time where I go through on TikTok and I'm like, man, there's nothing good on here. It's always cool shit, and it's so random. I'll just see like, oh, someone drawing a really cool anime tattoo, and then someone telling me like, oh, fucking some crazy shit about our past or something like that.
Mm.
The variety's so big. It's not just like Vine comedy all day.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like in my team where we work, like everyone's older than I am.
Mm.
I'm the youngest one in the group, and I'm actually the only one that does not have TikTok.
Mhm.
Everyone is pretty much laughing at me in my workplace, telling me that I should get it because
Mhm.
there's a lot of good content out there, and
Little boomer.
I'm still going to refuse to actually download it
Mhm.
just because of my ego.
Okay, well at least he's honest. I like TikTok. I the thing that I like the most about it is that it doesn't feel like it has that production barrier. Like I remember back in the day, Vine was very much like YouTube, where there was a main page and there were main creators, and that's what was endorsed, right? But TikTok, a lot of TikTok content is just like people in their rooms, you know? It doesn't feel like it has like this barrier where like you have to be like a Logan Paul or like a Cody Ko, and you have to have like this nice cut and everything, and it has to be edited really well into the 7 seconds. Some of the funniest TikToks I've ever seen are just people doing really shitty edits and like cuts of them onto someone else's like TikTok videos and uploading it. And it has like that heavy community feel to it that like Vine never had.
There's also a lot of like dumb dances they come up with, and
So-
even then the hype goes up on there. Like they're making money off of that, no matter what. These TikTokers over here, they be pulling up with mansions and stuff.
So-
Lambos.
Yeah, and that's one thing I do wonder. Like, these guys don't have ads on their shit.
But
it always
they-
makes me wonder how the fuck they make so much money.
They do. I think they do get money. They make money on TikTok.
From viewership, I assume.
They do. I'm pretty sure they actually have contracts on TikTok, because I've heard that this was a while ago, but I've heard that what's her name? You know, the Dixie D'Amelio.
Oh yeah,
that she
yeah,
has
those
a contract.
Twins.
But okay, so here's why I think Vine is better, is because I think that the Vine part of TikTok, like the high production part of TikTok, which is like the now Vine equivalent, is so much worse than what Vine was. Like the top, like the big content creators on TikTok, not like, you know, the little people, the content is so bad compared to what Vine was and what viral content on YouTube was. It's like so low effort. They use their image and like the fact that they got there early to put out content that people will just like fall over for.
I would say more thought was like brought onto Vine than what TikTok has produced at this point. Even the bigger, Viners out there, I would say more. They put more effort into those kind of videos than what TikTok.
Yeah, because like TikTok came from that Musical.ly thing where you have the music there for you, and you have like the cultural. There was like a big cultural thing while TikTok was growing of like K-pop kind of took over YouTube and like the internet, right? And there was like this big thing of like people making like really cool creative dances to songs and remixes and everything while Musical.ly was exploding. And then the people who were big during that time and then who became like the top 10 on TikTok now still make that kind of content. And there's a lot of people on TikTok, like actual professional dancers and stuff, or like musicians that do really cool things with the way that you can edit. Like the editing and cropping and like importing and exporting things on TikTok are way better than what they used to be on Vine, right? The way that you can like collaborate with people. But the big creators on TikTok, they're just really lazy.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. Like, if they know they got famous just from lip syncing, they just do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Literally, when they find what got their channel famous, they just keep doing it.
People watch it.
Yeah, because there's so many people joining TikTok, and it's honestly such an easy way to get views. When I joined TikTok, I literally, my first video got 12,000 views before it got fucking
And
deleted.
like the first night.
The first night.
Yeah.
It got 100, and I was like, okay, cool. 500. I was like, whoa. And literally, as I was telling you guys, this thing hit 1,000. I was like, guys, this hit 1,000. As I'm typing it, 10,000. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Shit goes viral so fast there. As soon as someone tags their friend, they tag another friend, and it's so nice to go fucking viral. And I mean, that's what I'm gonna do with this channel. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, if you're looking to get something to explode, go on TikTok.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are using TikTok. Like, even for me that doesn't even use it, like a lot of people has actually transitioned to like TikTok. Even some of the older folks out there, everyone's on TikTok. So a lot of things that are coming out, it's just basically growing on them. Like a lot of boomers out there.
Boomers.
Yep, hard on the B. and
Boomers.
there we go. So a lot of them are like trying to go on TikTok and just like even on the dumbest things that they could come up with, it's still being passed around. Even with what Eric was saying, like his first post, like what was it, 12,000 views?
Yeah, I got 12,000 views and like 5,000 likes.
Yeah, like the amount of people that are on there active, it's giving more exposure, but at the same thing or at the same time, like a lot of people are just rinse and repeat on the same thing and still get a large amount of views on
Yeah,
that.
they'll do like a meme where like, oh, this guy's butt is big.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that. And then
With the weight where they like roll the.
That's
he's
where I
wearing,
was
like, a
gonna
little
go.
cowboy costume. and,
That's
like,
where I
his
was
ass
gonna
is
go
big.
next.
And it's
That guy's
funny.
hilarious.
It's funny, but then he kept doing it over and over.
Yeah,
and over
that was
and
my
over
next thing.
again. And then
heavy content recycling on TikTok.
Yeah, and it's just easy. There's so many new people that are like, "Yo, I've never seen this before. This is the first time I've seen it." That it just works.
And you can add
If
the
you
music
do that
onto
on
it.
YouTube, it will fail miserably.
So hard.
Yeah, it will not work. But
You just have to
TikTok,
put so much effort on YouTube. You have to go to the homepage. You have to go to the subscriptions panel.
YouTube is a hard
You have-
game. YouTube is a
It
hard
is so
fucking game.
difficult, even compared to Vine. It is so hard. Like you have to look at like how long the video is. You look at the views, the watch time. Like you have so many stats on there.
If you want to be successful on YouTube, you either have the algorithm's luck, or someone else just who already has a setup just gives you shout out, or you're on their videos.
Yeah.
But if you're just alone and the algorithm doesn't like you, which could very well happen to us, if the algorithm doesn't like you and you don't do collabs, you're not passing 50 views.
YouTube is just law school.
Honestly, at this point,
you gotta have rich parents, or you gotta know the professors. That's what YouTube is.
Yeah, I mean, with YouTube, I mean, as long as you're dumping out tons of money out there, I mean, it'll probably just add up over time. But it's mainly the algorithm that you're trying to depend on. For a YouTuber that can't get a shout out, that's all you would need. Just the algorithm itself.
You know what TikTok is? TikTok is community college. They just let every motherfucker in.
Exactly. Dude, honestly, if you want to get 10K followers and you're a girl, literally just shake your boobs on camera, this thing will fucking let it go
not
through.
even.
My video that got banned?
That'll happen on Instagram. But if you're on TikTok, just like smile to a song and you'll get 10,000 views as a woman.
But you have to be a female.
No,
and you have to be cute.
I mean, cosplaying is something huge too.
On TikTok?
I don't know about TikTok. I don't know no TikTok.
There are VTubers on TikTok.
Oh,
I've never ran into them.
Yeah, I've never actually ran into VTuber, and I already said this before. I didn't know what a VTuber was until you guys brought it up.
Yeah, we talked about VTubers on episode 1 for those of you who aren't informed. But
there's going to be a link in the description if you guys want to go back to it.
I honestly don't know if I'm going to upload that. It's pretty bad.
Okay, maybe not.
Some of that got caught in the mic. I tried muting my mic for that burp. Only half a way through, but I'm pretty fucking drunk, dude.
Man, you're going to need some OxyClean on that mic.
OxyClean?
OxyClean. I'm gonna like bleach in front of my face.
Alright, where were we at?
Okay, and so what I want to transition to is that because... So this is something that's kind of happened like on Vine. Most of what Vine was, though, was people came over to YouTube and then they did commentary or they did skits or they did vlogs, right? Which was very similar to what they did on Vine. Vine is mostly skits, and then there's some vlog action. There's some 7 seconds of my day kind of thing, or like I'm doing this thing kind of thing, like Instagram, Snapchat stories, right? There was some of that on Vine. Because TikTok is like music influenced, and the biggest influencers on TikTok have a background of using that music heavily to get their views and everything. There is a lot of TikTok bleeding into the music industry right now.
Yeah,
have you guys listened to?
A lot of it fails. The only recent that I can imagine that works was Bella Porch. Her song wasn't bad, but yeah, a lot of them try to go into the music industry.
Olivia Rodrigo.
I don't know who that is.
You
but
do
a
not
lot
know?
of social media, that's their goal. A lot of the time is if you're popular on YouTube, you're popular on Instagram. At the end of the day, most of the goals end up going to music because that's something that can just be edited. Anyone can be good, quote unquote good.
Auto-tune.
Exactly. So that's the goal, because once you're in the music game, like you're solid. Like once Filthy Frank left YouTube and went Joji mode, and yeah, I mean he's on billboards for New York. He's he's solid. And
Wait, is he actually?
I have controversial
he's
opinions there.
set in there, dude. The YouTube game, there's no looking back at this point. Going back to YouTube is a waste of time.
Here's why. Is because, well, I don't disagree completely, but it's because his content wasn't
He
something that
happened
would
to leave at
last
the
on
exact
YouTube.
right time.
His content wasn't lasting on YouTube. That's why.
As soon as he quit, like that's when YouTube really hit the ball in 2017, 2018. That's when like the whole adpocalypse happened, and he left at a perfect time.
But here's the thing: is that like that often happens, the transition to old media, and it fails. But most of the time, it doesn't matter because it's not profitable anyways. Like YouTubers have talked about this all the time. Like there have been a bunch who've made movies, and they're like, "We just did it because it was cool," but like they would never make his like Bella
Yeah,
Porch.
do you remember when YouTubers made movies?
Yeah, we need to
So
talk about
fucking
that one
stupid.
time.
Was
But-
that one PewDiePie, no?
I don't know, but I remember Smosh made a movie, and like Shane Dawson made a movie.
Logan Paul made a movie.
God, it was so cringe.
OKSI made a movie. They were awful. Fred, the OG movie.
Oh my god, yeah, he was the one who started it. Fucking Fred.
Yeah. But like that transition to old media, it just doesn't make sense most of the time. And like even Bella Porch, like she's not even gonna make close to as much money as she did before on old media, right? The reason
I actually have a feeling she'll be the only TikToker to make it successfully in the music industry.
well,
I have a feeling.
that's not true because there was one before her. Olivia Rodrigo.
I don't know, man. If you made it in the music industry, I expect you in the radio and stuff like that.
She's on the radio.
I don't know who the
I don't know
fuck
how
that
you
is.
haven't heard of her.
Who the
She's-
hell is that?
Her album went #1 immediately, and it's been there for the last 23 weeks straight.
I
Yeah.
also, one thing, not gonna lie, 6ix9ine even kind of talked about this, about people just buying their #1 spot for Billboard and literally just
No.
paying for it. It's
She's
literally
popular.
legit. I don't believe it.
She's
I-
legit.
I
Well,
don't
you've
believe
never
it.
heard of her.
I've never heard
Most
of her
people-
either.
You
Never
guys
heard
are
of her.
very sheltered music listeners, though.
No,
Okay, wait.
I refuse to believe that.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I like what I like. I ain't gonna listen to something else.
I explore my shit like almost weekly.
I don't.
I'm
On-
almost
on
always
what
on music
mediums?
trending tabs, trying to see what's going on. I love Doja Cat's new shit.
Okay.
She's killing the game right now.
She's very good.
But I've never heard who
Never
the
heard
fuck
any
Olivia Rodriguez is.
I don't know who that is.
Go to the
either.
Spotify main page right now.
I don't go to Spotify.
What do you
He doesn't.
use?
He uses
YouTube Music.
YouTube.
And she's not on there.
I've never
You
seen
must have missed her because
Well, we also have different algorithms.
she is huge right now. Like it's ridiculous. Like she exploded. She was on Disney at one point. Then she made her way to TikTok, and now she's been the #1 artist in the US for the last few weeks. She released her album recently,
Are you
and
listening to her?
no, because okay. So here's my point. She's very good, but the problem is that I'm just not into her music. But she's an example of it being successful and of the possibility of this happening more often.
Bro, who are you talking about? Olivia Rodrigo?
Yeah.
That's a movie actress.
Oh, you're trying to find her.
Oh, no, I guess she's on Spotify too. She's a music artist. But she's known more as an American actress. I don't know. What the fuck is her music, dude? Okay, whatever. We'll get into that
I've
later.
never heard of her.
You guys haven't heard
Yeah,
of-
me neither.
You guys
Never
didn't-
heard of
You guys
this
haven't
movie.
heard Driver? Well, I'm surprised. I'm not surprised Ish hasn't heard it. But
No, I'm gonna stick with what I like. I don't go off. I mean, he explores more than I do, to be honest. But even then, I'm surprised.
but if
he
you
didn't-
follow the
he didn't
music
know.
industry, there's no way you've missed her
Yeah, I missed it plenty of times. Then I don't follow the music
because
industry.
she's
That or
massive.
she's just a fad.
But she's not a fad. She's already way too successful. She blew up the same way that Billy and Post Malone blew up.
I
Basically,
refuse to believe that. People know who Billy and Post
you
Malone
don't
is.
know who she is. That doesn't mean other people.
No, and no one. I can promise you, I can call.
Oh, no.
I could
Guys,
message like 20.
it's
of my
that time of the
friends, none
night,
them would
guys.
know it.
It's that time. It's Eric is the self-proclaimed expert time of the night, guys.
I refuse that.
It is
Comment in the-
denial. It
comment
is
in the
denial.
comment if you know who she is.
I
don't
don't
know.
know
It is
who
the
that is.
denial part of the time.
because
Okay.
like I've never heard it on the radio. I hear Post Malone on the
Oh,
radio. I
yeah,
hear
it-
Billie Eilish on the radio. I never hear whoever the hell you're talking about on the radio.
Is that the girl with the music video with like she's like wearing like a cheerleader outfit?
Perhaps I know her music, but
cheerleading
just not
outfit?
by the name.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh no,
I haven't seen the music video.
I've never. I heard that wasn't
Her debuting song was "Driver's License," which
Yeah.
was insanely huge.
I don't remember how that went. I probably heard it.
So here's the Billboard website. So far, I think it's been out. The whole album itself has been out for a week. It's sold 155,000, which is a lot for traditional album sales. It's the 6th best selling so far of the year. Taylor Swift usually breaks the album records for pop sales, and Taylor so far has 380 for Evermore.
I haven't heard Taylor Swift in a
I'm
while.
gonna be honest. I don't think there's any album competition going on right now.
What do you mean album competition?
Any kind of music competition. In terms of like the music coming out right now.
Well, the music that you listen to.
No, I'm talking about modern music. The kind of music I listen to has nothing to do with pop right now. But I can go into each category if I feel like diving in.
Because there's a lot of albums coming out right now.
And see. But I don't feel like the game is as heavy as it is right now. Like obviously everyone right now really wants a Kanye album.
Sure.
And like people are gonna compare it to like what it's coming out, and then the Grammys come, and then people want to see who wins and stuff like that. I know BTS is killing it. Kanye, we're expecting something good, but aside from that, I know Doja Cat's doing really good too. But aside from that, I don't really know if there's much competition in music right now.
There's a lot. Taylor Swift's released 2 albums.
I actually didn't know Taylor Swift did that.
The last couple of years.
I'm not really a Taylor fan, but
Justin Bieber released his album
a couple months ago. I'm hearing a lot of his music coming out, but I don't know if it's just singles coming out.
He brought out a whole album. Bruno Mars has been doing those collabs.
Oh yeah,
with Anderson .Paak.
That's the name of the group. It's actually I love it so far. Skate was a great ass song. I loved it.
Yeah, I don't know any of this.
Okay, but anyways, I don't want to just sit here and read all this, but she has been.
Warning: we are at 3 minutes.
She's been widely successful, and so there's kind of this platform now because they have so much exposure on TikTok, and you can get so many views on TikTok. Like the D'Amelio sisters, they have insane like things that
they got so rich.
YouTubers could only dream of.
Yeah,
and they try music. They're just not good at it. That's why
they failed really bad, and they acknowledge that too. It's pretty fucking bad.
They're just not good singers.
Wait, the only way I know of them is because of one of them crying. Something happened about losing followers or something like that, or getting talked about followers.
I don't know, something like that.
I thought it was funny, but yeah, that's the only way I found out about them. I didn't know who they were until then.
I think if you're actually talented, TikTok is prime for getting into the music industry. That is the point of that conversation. Is that this might keep happening. Like Bella Poarch is a good example because she's the most recent. Like she just released her song last week or something, and it's already doing really well. And she's all right. She's not as good as Olivia, but it could keep happening. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll get a Cloud Overwatch album.
But yeah, all 3 of us are gonna be making an album with it.
We're gonna be on
feature
it.
with Shameless Overwatch.
I'll be the first one to whip out a diss track on these guys.
I'm gonna be honest, it's so cringe seeing people from high school trying to do music and expect to blow up.
Wait, hold on. This is an after hours discussion.
Okay, yeah, I'll bring that into after hours.
Let's talk about
actually, if you're about like let's say I think you're about 50 minutes into this podcast, give it another 20 and we might just talk shit on our high school friends.
So after hours today, we're talking about what we would do as content creators across all content platforms. So tune in. That should be good. It should be funny.
And with that, we're actually going to go on a quick break on our end. And
we'll see you when the lights are dimmed.
For you guys, but we'll be back. We're going to make this podcast just a tad bit longer for you guys. Also, this episode is sponsored by Shameless Adidas Sweats. If you want to get bitches, you want to get hoes, then you'll be wearing these Adidas sweats. I can promise you. I'm not talking to you guys as a podcast host. If you guys can rate us 5 on iTunes, we're still not on iTunes, I believe.
Okay, so we're back from the sponsor read.
Yeah, I hope you guys bought some of the Adidas.
I hope you're also sharing a bite.
It's got black.
Black?
Yeah.
If you're watching
is
YouTube,
that case
he got a
sensitive?
pizza in his hand now.
I do have a pizza.
and I'm almost so drunk. I'm so ready for
He's after hours drunk.
I'm after hours drunk.
He's
You guys better
already
fucking-
in denial. He's already bitching about things.
So after this episode, we're probably gonna take a couple of shots. Just Eric and I, maybe cry in the bathroom a little
We're
bit.
probably
But
gonna
I
get
never even
pretty
got a drink. I was supposed to. I don't know.
We gonna get pretty.
oh, you want a
stupid.
drink?
I always get usually something. Like
You want a claw?
I'm holding
Are
something
you
usually.
bitching? Is that what I?
Absolutely.
Yeah, give
This
man
is
a
what
claw.
this is what I'm.
Don't give
You want a
him
man
claw.
me
Don't
standing
give
on.
him a claw. That claw
Okay.
is for you.
What do you mean?
No,
the
no,
claw?
listen. Okay, so we have to get back to our thesis here, right? So overall, TikTok is a great platform.
I think it's
But-
great. Shameless needs to put away his fucking ego aside and download it so he can stop sending me 57.
Yeah,
little
okay,
memes.
let's talk about that for a second, okay?
Why are you going back? to me?
even if you're not gonna download it, you need to stop bitching about TikTok.
I never
Actually
said
stop
anything
bitching
about TikTok.
What?
When have I said anything about TikTok?
Excuse me. You fucking bitch about it so much. I'm actually so tired of hearing it, dude.
You have never seen me bitch about it.
Every time I say, "Hey, did you watch the new TikTok I sent you?" You're like, "I ain't got the app. It don't load."
I ain't
Yo,
gonna
I
watch
gotta
TikTok.
pull up Chrome browser.
It's gonna pop up
What do
in
you
the
think I have to
Samsung
do with
browser.
the shitty Facebook app? You think it goes into the app?
No, you gotta go to Facebook. Wait, it goes to the website for you?
No, it just opens a Google browser for that shit. It's
Oh,
annoying as fuck.
Hey, bro, that's your shitty phone.
Yo, this is a personal
Look, he
problem
got a
between you
fucking
two.
Yo,
phone-
I'm
phone
actually
from
gonna
like
fuck
the-
this dude up.
No, you got a phone from like the
Dude, it's
pilgrimage.
after
That's
hours,
why.
word.
You got like some old. What is this? Galaxy S8.
Tune into after hours.
Bro,
my
he
name.
got like some old.
Continue bitching.
Okay.
Okay,
no.
in conclusion.
This is why they are not hosts.
In conclusion.
Listen, I think the bottom half of TikTok
This man lives like
is
a
the
pilgrim
true
with that
savior of
phone.
society.
I
I
ain't
You're
think,
gonna
not, you're
lie.
not to say this guy. This guy was talking over you.
listen,
Okay.
the bottom half of TikTok is the savior of society. Okay, if you want to see why Gen Z is will bring humanity into you know, like that meme where it's like, this is what society would be if Nicki Minaj never made music, like, you know, that format, and it's like futuristic cars and shit. If the bottom half of TikTok was had the same support system, we would have flying cars by now, because those people, those brave young men and women, they're creative, they're original, and you should download the app for them.
Honestly, like I would differ on that kind of conclusion, but as big as it is, I feel like it's gonna be like big for like the next couple of years. To be honest,
It's here to stay.
It's never gonna die down.
It's here to stay.
Like
When I was younger, I actually wondered, like, when we had Facebook and Twitter, I was like, dude, what's the next? You know, there's gonna be another social media platform. I was like, what's the next one? I never predicted Vine to come, and when it came and it left, I was like, okay, I don't see.
I wasn't surprised by that though,
Yeah, I still don't know why they shut down.
but I wasn't surprised.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like, huh, that's interesting, but it is what it is. When Musically showed up, I already knew, no, it's not gonna work.
I
Way
hated
too many
Musical.ly.
cringy people in there, dude. That FNAF community. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was always those Facebook girlfriends that you would see like all their Musically being posted and stuff.
it
like,
was
it's-
bad.
It was bad
man.
compilations on those, just like posting their own content. I thought it was horrible. The lip syncing was
Yeah,
even.
and when I heard TikTok, a Chinese app that just came in, I was like, okay, this is interesting. It was like what, 30-second videos at the time? Now they've upped up to 3 minutes. And thank God for the fast forward feature they added recently. God damn. So many people have so much to show, but show it the last 10 seconds. It's so fucking annoying.
it's a good thing you bring up Fortnite, because you always gotta love forced segues. Because the reason why Fortnite is special is why TikTok is special, because it is such a like societal community thing.
Live in a
right?
society.
We live in a society where anyone can make a TikTok and have it be funny and have it get shared on the internet and get thousands of views, and that's why TikTok is great.
And on that topic, you should go follow Cloud_Overwatch or OW on TikTok. Hey, we're at 60 followers.
Uninstall
Give us
Facebook, uninstall Instagram.
everything. You can actually
Just
delete that.
only do TikTok and only follow Cloud
Call your
Overwatch.
grandma, tell her to go follow me, and then you know what? You may as well put the nail in the coffin. You know, she's good. She's done.
She's lived a long life.
She lived a long life.
Once she sees
After
Cloud
that,
Overwatch content, that's all she needs.
that's all she needs.
Go out happy.
Yeah, you know, when I send my stuff to the cloud, you know, she can watch it.
Shameless. As a TikTok hater,
Any last words?
have we
Yeah.
converted you?
Nah, I'm still not gonna download.
All right, we're your little bitch.
Why though?
Don't.
Is it
You know
the
what?
ego?
Because of so much advice I got from the previous episodes with too many short jokes with this guy, I'm upset with the amount I held myself back with making short jokes about this little dude.
Guys, you don't even understand. Like in our personal discussions, every other sentence is a short joke.
Actually, it actually is.
Or obese.
No,
with
we
you.
get a lot of that.
No, I'm gonna call you. No, it's
All
gonna
of
be
his
a lot
comebacks are obese.
stuff.
He calls him short. He calls him obese.
That's about the same thing.
High cholesterol.
Stair stools.
It's always the same
Step
thing. It's not
stools.
creative. It's boring.
Really, it's pretty draining.
Pretty
so,
dry.
I mean, yeah. So you guys are kind of saving on that. But on that note,
tune into After Hours
make sure you watch After Hours. It's gonna get pretty fucking.
because we're going to
stupid.
talk about our TikToks, our content creator careers, our hopes and ambitions, and how they were destroyed,
Absolutely,
and much, much more.
That's right. Cue the music. We can't hear it, but hey, we're fading away right now. Bye bye. Make sure to follow
Some of
us.
us actually fading away.
Deuces.
Bye.